Hello once again, welcome to the continuation on the linear equation containing fractions that I started with you in the first video. In the first video, we started learning about linear equations that contains fractions, okay? As you can see from the board, equations containing fractions, that's what we started learning about in the first video, and I've done a detailed explanation on what to do, and also we've solved some examples on it as well. Okay, we solved one example on it actually in the first video, okay, and I've done a detailed explanation too on what to do when you have a linear equation that contains fractions and you are being asked to solve. I hope you understood the lesson and you enjoyed it as well. So this is just a continuation to solve another example with you for you to get a better understanding of it. So I will advise that you watch the first video, okay, because in the first video I've done a detailed explanation, everything that you are supposed to know on how to handle linear equation containing fractions. I've done that explanation in the first video, so please watch the first video to get the foundation and the understanding to handle this session as well. As I said, this is just a continuation to solve another example with you for you to get a better understanding of it. Okay, so the first video lays the foundation, so watch it and get the foundation to be able to handle this session as well. And don't forget, after watching the videos, please like the video and also share as well. So this is example 2, okay, so it means we've done example 1 in the first video, okay, so which I'm advising you to watch to get the understanding that you need. Okay, so this is example 2. Let's go ahead and solve the example 2 that I have on the board. Okay, so example 2, it says solve the equation s over 4 plus 3 over 5 equals 3s over 2 minus 2. Okay, so we are solving for the value of s in this equation, okay, and I've explained to you in the first video that anytime you have a linear equation containing fractions, to solve, the first thing you are supposed to do is to multiply through by the LCM, okay. The first thing you are supposed to do anytime you have an equation containing fraction, okay, and you are asked to solve it, the first thing you are supposed to do is to multiply through by the LCM, okay. And how to get the LCM is to use the denominators of the fraction, okay. So in this equation, okay, the denominators are 4, 5 and 2, okay. So we find the LCM for the 4, 5 and 2, okay, and I've taught you how to find LCM of numbers, okay. So if you don't know how to find the LCM of numbers, don't worry, I've already treated that in some videos, okay. So search for that video and learn how to find the LCM of numbers so that you get the understanding for you to handle this one as well, okay, because you are applying that knowledge here, okay. As I said, in solving this one, the first thing to do is to multiply through by the LCM, okay. So it means if you don't know how to find LCM of numbers, you cannot do this one, okay. And I said I've already taught you how to find LCM of numbers, okay. So search for that video, we've done a lot of examples on it, okay. Search for it and learn about it so that you will be able to know how to find the LCM of numbers so that you can apply it here, okay. So let's go ahead and solve this question, okay. So let me write my solution on the board, okay. So I have my solution, okay. Now let me repeat the question. The question is s over 4 plus 3 over 5 equals 3s over 2, okay. Let me write the 3 word, okay. So 3s over 2 minus 2, okay. So we have to solve this equation, and as I've said, we have to first multiply through by the LCM, and how to get the LCM is to use the denominators, okay. So the denominators here are 4, 5 and 2, okay. So you find the LCM for 4, 5 and 2, okay. And if you do it correctly, following the processes that I've taught you on finding LCM of numbers, you realize that the LCM for 4, 5 and 2 is 20, okay. So we are going to multiply through by the LCM, which is the 20, okay. So now, how do you multiply through by the LCM, which is the 20? I've explained that multiplying through the equation by the LCM simply means that you are multiplying each term in the equation by the LCM, okay. So each term in the equation, you multiply it by the LCM. That's what I mean when I say that we are multiplying through by the LCM. Okay, so and I've explained it a lot in the first video. Okay, so watch the first video. Okay, so now this is one term on its own. Okay, and I've explained to you that a term is anything being separated by a negative or a positive sign. Okay, so the s over 4, this is one term. Okay, the 3 over 5 is another term, the 3s over 2 is another term, and the minus and the 2 here, minus 2 is another term. Okay, so we are going to multiply each term in this equation by the LCM, which is the 20. Okay, so let me do it like this for you to get a better understanding. Okay, so this s over 4 is one term on its own, so multiply it by the LCM. This 3 over 5 is also another term, so we multiply it by the LCM, and this 3s over 2 is another term also, we'll multiply that one by the LCM, and this 2 is also another term, we'll multiply by the LCM. Okay, so we multiply through by the LCM, which is 20, and I've explained that multiplying through by the LCM simply means that each term in the equation you multiply it by the LCM, which is the 20. Okay, so we have 4 terms in this equation, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we multiply each term by the LCM, which is the 20. Okay, so let's go ahead and multiply through by the LCM. So 20 times, the bracket means multiplication. I've explained it a lot in the first videos why I prefer using the bracket. Okay, so 20 into bracket s over 4. Okay, the bracket means multiplication, so 20 is multiplying the s over 4. So this first term, you have multiplied it by the LCM. Bring your plus, which is here. Then this term also will multiply it by the LCM, which is the 20. Okay, so 20 into bracket it is 3. Okay, 20 into bracket 3 over 5. Okay, you close your bracket. Bring your equal sign, which is here. You're equal to, then this 3s over 2 also, we multiply it by the LCM, which is the 20. So 20 into bracket 3s over 2, bracket close. Then bring your negative sign, which is here. Then this 2 will multiply it by the 20, which is the LCM. So 20 into bracket 2. Okay, please hope the understanding is clear. Okay, we just multiplied through by the LCM. Now the next thing is that to simplify. Okay, so now this 4 and the 20 can be simplified using 4. Okay, so 4 goes here 1 and goes into this 20 5 times. Okay, please hope you agree with me. Okay, then we come to this 5 and this 20 also, they can simplify. 5 goes here 1 and goes into this 20 4 times. Okay, then this 2 and this 20 can also be simplified. 2 goes here 1 and 2 goes into this 20 10 times. Okay, so now we are done. So what we have to do now is to repeat what we have left. Okay, so we are done reducing, okay, the denominators and the LCM that we used it to multiply through. Okay, so what we have to do now is to write down what we have left. No need to rush it, just take your time and write down what you have left. So what you have left here is 5. So write 5 into bracket the s, okay, plus what we have left here is 4. So 4 into bracket the 3, okay, equals what we have left here is 10. So 10 into bracket the 3 is minus the 20 into bracket 2. Okay, so we write down what we have left. Okay, no need to rush it. Take your time. After simplifying like this, you just need to take your time and write what you have left. Okay, one at a time. Okay, so let me write the 5 that I have left here. Okay, so you write your 5. What I have left here is 5. So 5 into bracket the s, you bring your s. So 5 into bracket s, okay, plus what is left here is 4. So 4 into bracket the 3, okay, equals what I have left here is 10. So 10 into bracket 3s, okay, then minus the 20 into bracket the 2. Okay, now from here we just have to open our bracket. Okay, so 5 will multiply the s, this 4 will multiply the 3, this 10 will multiply the 3s, and this minus 20 will multiply the 2. Okay, so we just simplify further by multiplying the bracket. Okay, so very simple. Okay, so now 5 times the s gives me 5s. Okay, so 5s, then the 4 times the 3 gives me 12. So bring your plus, which is here. Your plus is the 4 times the 3, 12. Okay, 12 equals 10 times the 3s will give me 30s. Please hope you agree with me. Then this minus 20 times the 2 will give me minus 40. Okay, from here, all that you have to do is to group like terms. Okay, so we group like terms. So when I maintain this 5s, okay, what can come and join it is the 30s. Okay, then don't forget that I said that if anything crosses the equal sign, the sign it has changes. If it is negative and crosses the equal sign, it becomes positive, and if it's positive and crosses the equal sign, it becomes negative. Okay, so I maintain the 5s, which is here. Then this 30s will cross the equal sign to come and join it. It is positive. When it crosses the equal sign, it becomes negative. Okay, so don't forget, very important to note, when anything crosses the equal sign, the sign changes. Okay, so I'll maintain my 5s here. I'm just grouping like terms. Maintaining the 5s, which is here, what can come and join it is the 30s. It is positive, which is at this side of the equation, so it will cross the equal sign and come. When it comes, it becomes negative. Okay, so minus 30s. Okay, so I have 5s minus 30s. Okay, equals, then my minus 40 is there. Let me write my minus 40, which is there. Then this positive 12 will also cross the equal sign and go and join the minus 40, which is there. So it will become minus 12. Okay, because it's positive 12 here. When it crosses the equal sign, it becomes negative. Okay, please hope you understand up to this point. Okay, from here we can simplify further. So let me continue from here. So the 5s minus the 30s will give me negative 25s. Please hope you agree with me. 5s minus 30s gives me negative 25s equals, okay, the minus 40 minus 12 will give me minus 52. Please hope you agree with me. Minus 40 minus 12 gives me minus 52. Okay, now we need to get our s, okay, because we are solving for s. And how do we get that? Okay, we divide through by the coefficient of the s. Okay, so the coefficient of the s here is negative 25, not 25. Okay, the coefficient of the s is negative 25, not 25. So we divide through by negative 25. Okay, so I'm going to divide through by negative 25. So here by negative 25, here also by negative 25. Okay, so that what happens is that this negative and this negative will cancel away. This 25 and this 25 cancels away as well. Then when we come here, this negative and this negative sign cancel away. Okay, then what I have left is my s is here, so write your s. So my s equals 52 over 25. This becomes my final answer, because the 52 over 25 we cannot simplify further again. There's no number to simplify the 52 and also simplify the 25. Okay, so we leave it like this. So our answer is s equals 52 over 25. So that's our final answer. Hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it. Please don't forget, like the video and also share the video as well. So this is what to do when you have an equation that contains fractions. Okay, so first you multiply through by the LCM. Okay, then you go through the process, the normal process. Okay, so don't forget, like the video and also share the video. I'll see you again whilst we solve more questions on this. Bye bye.